He dominated squash.
Who is this person?
Jahangir Khan. He dominated squash when squash was, listen to this, the businessman's game. Every businessman out there would say to their friend, fancy a game of squash. And they'd get on a squash court where there's only two people, one ball, and they'd bash the hell out of each other and work up a sweat because they believed that squash was the new golf.
Yeah.
And Jahangir Khan controlled squash worldwide.
Same goes to Jahangir Khan.
And we missed out because no one said, how can we capitalise on this? So golf has come back as the #1 business sport where business people play together. On the 19th hole, business is done. But so many businessmen got into lunchtime. And the thing about squash is 30 minutes, over and done. Golf is 5 hours. So you could do a 30-minute squash session, and then the next day you could do another 30 minutes, and the next day you can do that day in, day out. But you can't play 5 hours golf every single day because it takes up too much time. So squash was the sport. And you had the icon for 8-10 years.
Oh, yes. Then Jahangir Khan.
And then another 5 years with Jahangir.
And then Jahangir Khan after that. So again,
how can we capitalize on them now?
On them now, I think
they're still an icon. I mean, they're still like second or third.
Is it like a shelf life to a person's brand?
Yeah, I think when you talk about sport, to be an ambassador for the sport, which fundamentally makes you an ambassador for the nation, you must be active in the sport. And there's a lot of great icons in all sport. Bobby Charlton is the head of Man United, he's the chairman of Man United, and he's still an icon there. But realistically, the Bobby Charlton schools are dying now because he's not in the sport anymore. He's a 19-year-old guy. So Imran Khan is 60 years old. Is he past his best in terms of being an icon to the sport? Of course he is.
But he can still be number 9, number 10 as an icon. It doesn't matter. You're still capitalizing out of the...
You don't have to be #1 to be an icon, but when you are #1, it's so much easier to get branding.
Well, we have what we have, so if
how do you monetize
what we have now?
Someone who's out of the activeness of the sport? Is there a way, obviously, I mean, if they do proactive participation in terms of, coaching other players who are, like, lending that term of their experience to...
I think when you get an icon of a sport and they come back into the sport, their coaching prowess and their ability to be an ambassador for the sport will remain in the nation. And what that leads to is grassroots. So if Imran Khan comes into cricket and starts coaching cricket, then kids and grassroots cricket will start to grow. And the fruits will be 15 to 20 years down the track, 15 years down the track, so to speak. But if you have a player who's at his best, if Imran Khan is at his best as a 35-year-old player and he's an ambassador for the sport, then it's not just the grassroots of Pakistan cricket that gets affected, it's across the world how everybody looks at cricket, the sport. And then they look at, who is this guy and where's he from? He's Imran Khan from Pakistan. All of a sudden they want to look at the country. So I think once you've retired and you've gone past your best, you can still be an icon and a god in terms of grassroots sport. But if you want the sport to evolve into the economy, then you must be at the peak of your business, and that's the difference.